Your soulmate saying, "I'm sorry." They were about to explain everything, but then they heard. My child, listen closely to me because this message is the direct answer to the prayers you whispered in the dark. Your soulmate was on the verge of finally saying they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my spirit telling them to pause. I have watched you carry the heavy burden of their silence for far too long. You thought they did not care, but the truth is they have been praying for your forgiveness every single night. I stepped in because their heart was not fully ready to give you the love you deserve. Stay with me until the end of this message, because I am going to reveal the exact sign I am placing in your path tomorrow. When you see this special mark, you will know their apology is finally arriving. You must hear this full truth so your spirit is prepared to let them back in. You have been feeling sudden rushes of warmth and peace when you least expect it. These are the quiet signs I am sending to comfort your soul while you wait in the unknown. I am wrapping my love around you to heal the deep places where they caused you pain. I am asking you now to take the final step of trust and let go of your bitter memories. You must empty your hands of the past so you are ready to receive this restored blessing. If you hold on to your anger, you will not be able to embrace the future I have planned for you. Do not skip ahead, because at the end of our time today I will give you a final seal of peace. This blessing will open your eyes to exactly what I am doing behind the scenes of your life. I need you to stay close to my voice so you do not miss your approaching miracle. Jesus says. They picked up the phone to call you because they could not stand the distance anymore. Your soulmate was ready to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard a deep calling in their soul to wait for my perfect timing. I know the secret tears you have cried when you thought no one was watching your quiet pain. But I saw every single drop, and I have been using your sorrow to build a foundation for your upcoming joy. Your soulmate is currently broken over the careless mistakes they made with your precious heart. Listen to me closely and stay until the end, because I have a very specific instruction for your future. I am going to tell you exactly how to respond when they finally find the courage to reach out. Missing this guidance could cause you to delay the beautiful reunion I am currently setting up. Have you noticed those moments when a sudden memory of them brings a tear to your eye? That is not an accident, but a gentle pull from my spirit to keep their name in your prayers. I am weaving your thoughts together so that your souls remain closely connected during this physical distance. You need to trust me enough to forgive them even before they speak the words out loud. This final step of trust is required to clear the path for their safe return to your life. When you release your resentment, you open the door for true healing to wash over both of you. Keep listening to my voice until the very end, because I am preparing a massive shift in your story. The final sign I will share with you is going to change the way you see this entire situation. I am about to replace your long season of waiting with a beautiful season of answered promises. The Lord says. They wrote a long message to you last night, pouring out all their hidden regrets. Your soulmate was desperate to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my quiet whisper telling them that actions matter more than words. You have spent so many nights wondering if they ever think about the love you shared. I am telling you the divine secret that they think about you the moment they wake up and before they fall asleep. I have been working in their heart to show them that you are the greatest blessing they ever had. Do not turn away before the end, because I am holding a revelation that will settle your anxious mind. I am going to show you the exact dream I am planting in their mind tonight. You need to know this so you can understand the deep transformation they are currently experiencing. You have been waking up in the middle of the night for no clear reason at all. This unseen sign happens because their spirit is crying out for you, and your soul can feel their longing. I am using the quiet hours to bind your hearts back together in perfect peace. I need you to surrender your need to control how and when they return to your life. Taking this final step of trust means believing that I love you too much to let you be hurt again. Let me finish my perfect work in them so they can be the partner you have always prayed for. Stay here with me for the final seal of peace, because the enemy wants you to walk away in doubt. If you stay, I will pour out a blessing of clarity that will remove all your remaining confusion. Your story is not over, and I am writing a beautiful new chapter for your future. Jesus says. They stood outside your door in their mind, imagining how they would beg for another chance. Your soulmate was practicing how to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my voice reminding them they needed to change their ways first. You felt so foolish for holding on to hope when the world told you to move on. But the secret truth is that I am the one who placed that stubborn hope deep inside your loving heart. I did not let you give up because I knew this connection was part of my grand design. Hold on until the final moment of this message, because I am going to reveal a mystery to you. I will tell you the specific feeling they will have right before they finally contact you. Understanding this will give you incredible peace when the unexpected message finally appears on your screen. Lately, you have been smelling a certain scent or seeing things that remind you of them everywhere you go. These unseen signs are my way of telling you that they are walking on the path back to your heart. I am surrounding you with reminders of their presence to keep your faith strong during the wait. You must stop rehearsing the painful arguments of the past in your tired mind. This final step of trust requires you to look forward to the new love I am building for you. Do not drag the ashes of yesterday into the beautiful dawn I am preparing for your tomorrow. Wait for the blessing at the close of this message, because it will act as a shield around your heart. This final seal will protect you from fear and give you the strength to stand tall in love. I am calling you to listen deeply so you can walk confidently into your destined future. The Lord says. They looked at your photograph and felt a crushing wave of guilt wash over their spirit. Your soulmate was completely ready to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my command to sit in silence and truly understand your pain. You thought their silence meant they were happy and moving on with someone else. The divine secret I want to share is that they have found no joy in anything since they left you. I have made sure their heart remains restless until it finds its way back to your loving arms. Do not miss the ending of this message, because I will uncover the exact date approaching in your calendar. I will show you the significance of a special day that is going to change everything for your relationship. You must be spiritually prepared for the moment I turn this situation completely around. You have felt a strange sense of calmness wash over you after days of intense crying. That sudden peace is the unseen sign that I have taken over the battle for your struggling relationship. I am fighting for your love behind closed doors, fighting the shadows that try to keep you apart. You have to trust that I am holding the pieces of your broken heart and putting them back together. Taking this final step of trust means letting me be your ultimate protector and your greatest comfort. When you trust me entirely, I can safely guide your soulmate back without risking your fragile peace. Stay focused on my words until the very end, because your breakthrough is closer than you realize. The final seal of peace I will grant you is a spiritual key that unlocks the door to your future. Let my truth wash over you and prepare you for the beautiful miracle that is coming. Jesus says, "They drove past your street hoping to catch a small glimpse of your beautiful face. Your soulmate was gathering the courage to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my instruction to drive away and work on their own healing. You have felt so abandoned, as if I had ignored your cries for a loving companion. But the true secret is that I have been right beside you, collecting every tear and blocking the wrong people. I isolated your soulmate so they could learn that nobody else will ever love them like you do. Listen carefully and wait for the end, because I am preparing a massive revelation for your soul. I will reveal the exact words they are going to say when they finally stand right in front of you. You need to know this so you will recognize my hand in their eventual return. Sometimes you feel a random heaviness in your chest that does not belong to you. This is an unseen sign that you are feeling their sorrow as they realize the depth of their mistakes. I allow this brief shared feeling so you know their heart is still deeply tied to yours. I am commanding you to release the tight grip you have on your fear of being rejected again. This final step of trust is essential because fear will only build walls that keep your true love away. Step into the open field of faith and watch how beautifully I orchestrate your reunion. Do not click away before you receive the ultimate promise at the end of this message. This final seal will mark your spirit with an unshakable confidence in the future I have written. I am offering you a gift of divine clarity that you will carry for the rest of your life. The Lord says, "They held a gift they bought for you, wondering if you would even accept it now. Your soulmate was planning a way to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my gentle correction telling them that a changed heart is the only gift you need. You have battled the lie that you are somehow not good enough to be truly loved. The divine secret is that your soulmate views you as the most precious treasure they have ever known. I let them lose you for a short time so they would never take your devotion for granted again. Stay entirely present until the end of our time together, because I am holding back a crucial detail. I am going to expose the specific sign I will put in the sky to confirm their imminent return. You must be ready to look up and see the promise I have painted just for you. You keep seeing the same numbers repeatedly throughout your normal daily routine. These unseen signs are my gentle taps on your shoulder, reminding you that I am managing the timing perfectly. I use these small markers to guide your steps and keep you anchored in my steadfast love. You must stop trying to figure out the exact method I will use to bring them back. The final step of trust requires you to surrender your logic and simply rest in my endless power. I work in mysterious and beautiful ways that your human mind cannot possibly comprehend right now. Wait for the promised blessing at the conclusion of this message, because it is meant only for you. This final seal will extinguish the fiery darts of doubt that keep you awake in the midnight hours. I am calling you to stand firm and receive the complete restoration of your joy. Jesus says. They typed your name into their phone and stared at the screen for a very long time. Your soulmate was desperate to finally say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my spirit warning them that a rushed apology would only cause more confusion. You felt the sharp sting of thinking they had completely forgotten all your shared memories. The truth I am sharing is that every beautiful moment you spent together is constantly replaying in their mind. I have made their memory sharp so they can clearly see the wonderful future they almost threw away. Keep listening to me until the end, because I am going to share a secret about their family. I will tell you exactly who has been speaking good things about you to them behind your back. Knowing this will bring you immense comfort and prove that I am fighting for you everywhere. You have had incredibly vivid dreams about them that feel more like real life than just sleep. These unseen signs happen because I am allowing your spirits to meet and heal in the quiet spaces. I am doing the deep restorative work in the night so your daylight hours will soon be filled with joy. You need to forgive yourself for the mistakes you think you made in the relationship. Taking this final step of trust means accepting my complete grace for both you and your absent partner. Neither of you is perfect, but I have designed your souls to be perfectly molded together. Do not leave before I give you the final seal of peace to carry into your tomorrow. This blessing is the spiritual armor you need to protect your heart until they finally step forward. I want you to walk away from this message feeling lighter and completely loved by me. The Lord says. They sat in their car outside their house, crying over the empty seat beside them. Your soulmate was overwhelmed with the need to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my voice telling them to wipe their tears and become someone worthy of you. You have struggled with the horrible feeling that you are easily replaceable to the people you love. The divine secret is that your soulmate has tried to find your light in others and failed completely. I have shown them clearly that your spirit is a rare diamond they will never find anywhere else. Stay with me for just a little longer, because the best part of this message is waiting at the end. I will reveal the precise emotion they will feel when their eyes finally meet yours again. You must understand this profound connection so you can welcome them with open, graceful arms. You suddenly find yourself smiling for no reason during a difficult and stressful day. That is an unseen sign of the joy I am sending backward from your future to comfort you today. I am giving you a tiny taste of the happiness you will experience when you are finally reunited. I am asking you to let go of the timeline you created in your own mind. This final step of trust means knowing that a delayed blessing is much better than a ruined one. If I give them to you before they are ready, the relationship will simply break again. Wait eagerly for the final blessing I have prepared for the closing of this letter. This seal of peace will act as a warm blanket over your weary and exhausted soul. I am calling you out of the darkness and into the bright light of my perfect promise. Jesus says. They drafted a long email trying to justify all the reasons why they suddenly walked away. Your soulmate was trying to find a way to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my truth pierce their heart, showing them all their excuses were lies. You have quietly believed that the damage done to your connection is completely beyond repair. But the hidden secret is that I am a master builder, and I am using the broken pieces to create something stronger. I am currently rebuilding their character so they can support the heavy weight of true love. Do not stop reading until the final sentence, because I have a specific command for your tomorrow. I am going to tell you exactly where you need to place your focus while you wait for their return. This crucial guidance will keep you from sabotaging the very miracle you have been begging me for. You have been hearing their name spoken by strangers in completely random places lately. These unseen signs are not coincidences, but gentle echoes I send to remind you that their return is guaranteed. I am keeping their name alive in your ears because their heart is still alive for you. You must completely release the anger that makes you want to punish them when they return. The final step of trust is preparing a soft and welcoming landing place for their tired, repentant soul. If you meet their genuine apology with harsh cruelty, you will destroy the work I have done. Stay close to my presence for the final seal of peace that will conclude this holy encounter. This final blessing will remove the heavy stone of anxiety that sits on your chest every morning. I am breathing fresh air into your lungs and giving you the strength to endure to the end. The Lord says. They asked a mutual friend about you to see if you were still waiting for them. Your soulmate was looking for an opening to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my spirit gently whisper that they must approach you directly, not through others. You have felt a deep shame for missing someone who caused you so much agonizing pain. The divine secret is that your love for them is pure, and I placed that unconditional love in you. I have been watching your steadfast loyalty, and I am going to reward your beautiful, enduring faith. Keep your eyes fixed on my words until the end, because I will describe a sign involving nature. I am going to tell you exactly what animal or bird will cross your path to signal their movement. You need this specific knowledge so you can witness my hand guiding their exact footsteps. Sometimes you feel a sudden, intense urge to pray for their safety out of nowhere. These unseen signs occur because they are facing a moment of spiritual attack, and I need your faith. I use your strong prayers to build a shield around them while they journey back to you. I need you to surrender your pride, which tells you to walk away and never look back. Taking this final step of trust means letting love win over the human desire to protect your own ego. True love requires immense vulnerability, and I will be there to catch you if you fall. Do not rush away before I grant you the final seal of peace at the very end. This spiritual blessing will be a permanent mark of joy upon your long-suffering heart. I am gathering all your silent hopes and turning them into a visible, beautiful reality. Jesus says. They bought a ticket to come see you, feeling the urgent need to bridge the gap. Your soulmate was desperate for the chance to say they are sorry. They were about to explain everything, but then they heard my voice telling them to wait until their intentions were completely pure. You have spent hours overthinking every single conversation, wondering where it all went so wrong. The truth I want you to know is that nothing went wrong. This separation was a necessary season of growth. I had to pull you apart so I could pull the toxic habits out of both your lives. Stay with me until the end, because I am going to reveal a secret about their current friends. I will tell you how I am removing the negative influences that used to keep them away from you. Knowing this will give you total confidence that they are returning as a completely brand new person. You keep finding small objects or gifts they gave you in places you already cleaned. These unseen signs are my way of bringing the good memories back to the surface of your mind. I want you to remember the beautiful foundation of your love so you have something strong to build upon.